For decades, the middle class was considered the foundation of economic stability. People believed that if you worked hard, earned a decent income, and saved responsibly, you could build a comfortable life. But today, millions of people feel like they are falling behind. Housing is more expensive, food prices are rising, debt is growing, and wages are struggling to keep up. In this video, we'll explore why the middle class is being squeezed from multiple directions at the same time. My name is Purya, and welcome to the channel. And if you enjoy videos about macroeconomics, investing, AI, commodities, and global market trends, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future uploads. One of the biggest pressures on the middle class is inflation. Over the past few years, the cost of groceries, rent, insurance, transportation, and utilities has increased dramatically. Even when wages rise, many households still feel poorer because prices are increasing faster than incomes. This means people are working just as hard, or even harder, while being able to afford less. And if you watched our recession warning video, you already know inflation and interest rates remain some of the biggest risks facing the economy today. You can check that video through the card section above. Housing used to be one of the main ways middle-class families built wealth. But today, home prices in many cities have risen much faster than wages. At the same time, higher interest rates have made mortgages significantly more expensive. Rent prices have also surged in many regions. For millions of people, housing is no longer an opportunity. It has become a financial burden. And let me know in the comments, do you believe housing prices will eventually fall, or will affordability continue getting worse? As living costs continue rising, many households are relying more heavily on debt. Credit card balances, personal loans, and consumer borrowing have all increased significantly. The situation becomes even more difficult when interest rates rise. Higher rates mean larger monthly payments and more financial stress. For some families, debt is no longer used to build wealth. It is being used to survive. And if you enjoy this type of economic analysis, don't forget to like the video because it really helps support the channel. Although wages have increased in some industries, many workers still feel financially trapped. Why? Because inflation has risen faster than income growth. In many countries, corporate profits and asset prices have grown much faster than middle-class wages. This has created growing frustration among workers and younger generations. For many people, building wealth now feels harder than ever before. And if you watched our Warren Buffett and stock market bubble videos, you already know why many investors are becoming more cautious about the economy. You can check those videos in the description and cards section. Another major concern is the future of work itself. Artificial intelligence and automation are rapidly changing industries worldwide. Some jobs may become more efficient, others may disappear entirely. Many middle-income workers now worry about job stability, wage pressure, and long-term career security. Technology creates opportunity, but it also creates uncertainty. And if you watched our AI energy crisis video, you already know how quickly AI infrastructure is expanding globally. One of the biggest economic trends of recent decades has been the widening wealth gap. Stocks, real estate, and major assets have increased dramatically in value. But people who mainly depend on salaries often struggle to keep up. As a result, wealth has become increasingly concentrated. Many middle-class families feel the system is becoming more difficult to navigate. Let me know in the comments, do you believe the wealth gap will continue growing over the next decade? Governments and central banks face an extremely difficult balancing act. If interest rates rise too aggressively, economic growth may slow down, and unemployment could increase. But if governments stimulate the economy too much, inflation may continue hurting consumers. Balancing inflation, growth, debt, and financial stability is becoming increasingly difficult, and the middle class often feels the effects of these policies first. The future of the middle class may depend on several major factors: inflation, housing affordability, AI and automation, debt levels, economic growth, and government policy. Some analysts believe innovation and productivity could eventually improve living standards again. Others warn that financial pressure and inequality may continue increasing. One possible solution for individuals may be learning new skills, understanding investing, reducing unnecessary debt, and adapting to technological change. The economy is changing rapidly, and adaptation may become increasingly important. The economic reality facing the middle class today is very different from that of previous generations. Rising costs, debt, inflation, housing pressure, and technological change are reshaping modern life. Understanding these trends is important not only for investors, but for everyone trying to navigate today's economy. Thank you for watching. My name is Puriya. If you enjoy videos about macroeconomics, investing, global trends, and financial markets, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share the video if you found it useful. And let me know in the comments, what do you believe is putting the most pressure on the middle class today? This presentation is intended for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice.